Why are ghosts attacking a 13-year-old girl? What shocking secret are her parents hiding? Don't miss out. An incredible investigation by the clairvoyants. You are watching Psychic Investigations, a project of exclusively true and astonishing stories. People who call themselves clairvoyants investigate complex criminal cases and shocking mystical anomalies. Katia is 13. She studies at school and lives with her parents. As a straight-A student, she participates in many academic competitions.
She's a very talented and creative girl, the pride of the school.
Katia comes from a creative family. Her mother is the vice principal of the local art school, while her father is the director of the cultural center. She's been involved in ballroom dancing since she was little, and a few years ago, she and her partner won the national championship. However, Katia has stopped leaving home recently. She's not going to school, meeting with her friends, or dancing because of an apparition from beyond that's threatening her life.
She hears a man constantly calling her.
He stands, shrouded in fog, and keeps calling me.
After this, Katia starts having an unbearable headache. She loses consciousness, and doctors struggle for hours to revive her.
It was terrifying. The ambulance arrived. They said had it been just a little longer then.
This can happen anywhere, and for no apparent reason. During her last attack, an ambulance took Katia from school to the intensive care unit.
I saw Katia get very, very sick. She turned bluish right before my eyes.
The doctors practically brought her back from the other side. Her heart had stopped.
She said, "Save me, Mommy, I'm dying." I told her, "No, Katia, everything will be fine," but she doesn't believe anyone can help her anymore.
Doctors can't explain what's happening to the girl.
The examinations show nothing. We can't find the cause.
Her parents sought help from the leading medical experts of the nation. They had her examined in the capital.
When we arrived, the professor said this couldn't be happening. He said it was some kind of anomaly.
I don't want to dream or live. I feel awful.
These visions are very concerning. It seems to be something from the parallel world.
The parents fear for their only daughter. What's happening to her forces them to seek help from the country's strongest psychics.
She's our only child. We'll do anything.
The experts of our project, Polishchuk and Galyers, are going to investigate the paranormal phenomena that are souring Katia's life.
Today I dreamt of a spirit board which I, like my superpowers, inherited from my grandmother. I think I should use it.
Galyers conducts a seance.
Her spirit's here.
S-P-D. Spirits.
A clue from my grandmother. Spirit's child sin. Who is the child? Katia? But I don't sense any sin. And what are the spirits?
Oh!
It's unbelievable! The pen flew out of the clairvoyant's hand. The candles suddenly went out altogether, but the room's windows and doors are shut, and there's no draft.
Oh Lord, there's someone else in here. Besides Grandma's spirit? Something pulled the pen out of my hand. It wasn't Grandma's spirit. And then it blew out the candles, preventing me from communicating with her. What is it? And what does it want? I don't understand.
Galyers' colleague, Polishchuk, is also experiencing strange visions. She's working with Katia's photo at home.
When you test someone's photo, you usually immediately see some future, distant or near. But I can't grasp anything here. I've never experienced anything like this. I sense a void, and something dark is approaching, making it hard to breathe.
The clairvoyants head out to meet the girl's family.
Hello.
Hello.
This is truly our last hope.
Something is draining your energy like a spirit. It's taking your strength.
Yes. Yes.
It feels like there's some kind of force nearby.
I can't get enough air and suffocate. Sometimes I feel cold behind me.
Spirits possess negative necrotic energy. If a spirit attaches itself to someone without a protective ritual, they will rapidly lose strength and could even die.
It's horrifying. Will Katia truly die? Can she be saved?
Tell me, please, is there a man currently in the house?
There are no men in the house.
It was strange. I saw a man's silhouette in the window. I need there. The room was filled with spirits of men, women, and children. They all wanted something from Katia. But what? And who were they?
It turned out Katia doesn't see the man's spirit alone. She's haunted by many ghosts.
She says, "Mom, you don't see them." But I do. There's a girl with pigtails and a boy clenching his fists.
As soon as the psychics entered the house, Katia suddenly felt unwell.
Any contact with a spirit drains a lot of energy, even from experienced mediums.
Is your head spinning? Sit down.
Calm down. Relax.
In a few minutes, Katia felt better.
The man's silhouette. It's calling me to that room.
It's Katia's room.
The spirit of an elderly man is present in the room. He has gray hair and hollow, haunting eyes. Oh Lord, he's staring at me so eerily.
According to Katia, she sees many spirits, including a man similar to the one Anna Galyers has just described.
This is he who's constantly calling me. He wears a white shirt and has a gray beard. He's about 50.
Neither me nor my husband see him.
All these visions the girl had, they were too strange. Why were so many spirits haunting her when she hadn't done anything?
I've never read fortune or summoned spirits. Such things are not a joke.
But they were still haunting her. It was obvious. Now I hear a horseman's voice. What are you doing here? This is my house.
He wants us to leave.
It seems it's the spirit of the house's former owner. This room was his favorite place.
Do you know what he was like? He was obsessed with money.
This house was built sometime before 1917. It's pretty old. Someone connected to trade lived here.
And this room is where he hid his money.
That's possible.
Elderly people say the man was indeed greedy and lived alone. He also died in the house.
We need a container with water. We'll cleanse Katia's room so she doesn't feel afraid in here.
What happened? As soon as Polishchuk lit a candle, Anna Galyers dropped the bowl of water, as if someone knocked it out of her hands. The clairvoyant ran out of the house in a panic.
I had a terrible vision. In it, someone hit Katia on the head and she lost consciousness from the pain. Nearby was the spirit of a woman with her skull fractured.
Katia's attacks, which leave her on the brink of death, always begin with a headache.
I see something resembling a hammer. Someone keeps hitting a woman's head with it relentlessly.
I hear voices. There's a lot of movement. The voices are noisy. They're children's. This is connected to your condition.
Her worst attacks happen during lessons.
Yes.
We need to hurry to the school.
Katia and I will go. All right? Your worries are interfering with us a bit.
Yes, I'm worried.
I felt someone pushing me in the back. It was a spirit. And it seemed to be looking for someone. Could it be Katia?
Incredible. But people indeed see a ghost at this school occasionally.
My classmates and I saw a ghost. It seemed to turn the corner.
I was walking down the corridor and saw some flickering light. It had no shape. It stood still and seemed to be watching me.
What's this puddle of blood?
Anna, what's wrong?
My head is splitting. Where's the exit?
There.
This wasn't just a murder. I saw some bloody carnage.
This is awful. What happened at Katia's school?
Let's step away. I saw an elderly woman. She was murdered at...
This was someone who worked at this school, definitely.
There was a teacher at the school, and a boy killed her with a hammer.
It turned out that in March of last year, one of the senior students indeed murdered a retired teacher who gave private lessons at home. At the interrogation, the killer made a shocking confession. He wanted to avenge his girlfriend. The boy came to the lesson with a hammer and killed his teacher to death.
He claimed she'd insulted his girlfriend, and he decided to take revenge.
I didn't understand why the teacher's spirit was haunting Katia. After all, she wasn't connected to her murder. I tried to contact the spirit of the murdered woman, but I couldn't.
Some kind of force was literally leading us in circles, preventing us from uncovering the true cause of what Katia sees before her attacks.
The psychics moved further away from the school to avoid being overwhelmed by the energy of the murder.
We needed to find out why external spirits were bothering Katia. Hala, I feel very negative energy around the girl. It was sent by an older woman.
I think it's my husband's ex-wife. She wished a lot of harm, especially to my daughter.
For both of Katia's parents, this is their second marriage. Inya didn't have children with her first husband, while Ole has an adult son, who is a historian and archaeologist.
My husband's first wife is our obvious antagonist. She said, "The ground will burn beneath you."
What's her name?
The same as yours.
Hala? Did you take her husband away?
I didn't take him away from her.
She bears a great grudge against you.
She didn't want to let go of her husband.
Inna and Ole began living together when he was over 50, and she was 26. Many condemned them because of the age difference, especially since Ole had lived with his first wife for 30 years.
Could the attacks on your daughter be caused by that woman? Where does she live? We'll go there.
I can't. I won't go. I've endured so much from her.
The clairvoyants and the crew spent an hour convincing Inna to go with them. Inna agreed, on the condition that her husband also came along.
Can I go in alone, without my parents?
All right, we'll wait in the van. Just protect her, in case she lashes out.
Katia and the psychics go to see the woman.
It seems she noticed the cameras and won't open the door.
She doesn't want to talk to us.
I have my Dad's son, phone number.
Ole is Katia's stepbrother. He's over 40 years old. He almost never speaks to his father, so Katia has only seen him a few times.
Hello, Ole. Could we talk to your mother? Why not? Is she not in town?
No, she's here. It's not that she won't talk to you. She absolutely can't stand my father's current wife.
You don't want to help your sister at all?
I've written her off from my life. Help her mother first.
I don't understand why, but I feel a very strong connection between the woman who lives here and your mother.
There's some sort of blood connection.
I don't know.
Let's talk to the parents. Don't blame her. This woman's life crumbled when she lost you. She didn't know what she was doing. She can't forgive.
I don't wish her harm.
I felt that everything the first wife of Katia's father did was aimed at scaring Ina and bringing her husband back to the family.
What puzzles me is why you, Ina, didn't want to meet her. That's how someone behaves when they feel guilty. What is the guilt about?
It's not just infidelity on the husband's part. It's yours too, Ina. I sensed a strong blood connection between you and her.
Blood connection?
Yes.
She's like a mother to you.
That's terrible.
I've known Ina all her life. She's my first wife's relative.
So that's why my grandmother's spirit gave me a clue at the beginning of the investigation. Spirit, child, sin.
Ole held a high position in the local government. So the news of him leaving his wife for her 26-year-old niece echoed throughout the area.
Everyone discussed it.
But the problems in his previous family, according to Ole, started long before his relationship with Ina.
I would have left her anyway, and she knew that perfectly well.
That's life. Katia's parents just wanted to be happy. They fought for their love. I don't sense any sin that could have affected their child this way.
But why does Katia see ghosts everywhere?
Suddenly, images from my very first prophetic dream came to me. I thought maybe Katia also had prophetic dreams.
It's unbelievable. It turned out that Katia indeed has dreams that come true later.
They come true within 1 day to 2 weeks.
We were going to a competition, but in the morning she said, "Mom, I'm not going."
I had a dream that we were going there. And then the bus overturned.
We phoned her partner. His mom was shocked and said they'd go. So they went, and the bus overturned. Fortunately, it ended well. Nobody was hurt, not a single scratch.
I couldn't stop wondering why I couldn't see the girl's future. When you test someone's photo, you usually immediately see some future, distant or near. But here, I couldn't grasp anything. Then I realized everything. The answer was right in front of us. Katia is an unusual child. She's just like Anna and me. She's a psychic. That's why I couldn't read her future. It's forbidden information. Each of us is given a mission, and not everyone needs to know it.
The other world is very complex. Often spirits who have just passed into the afterlife can't immediately adapt to the new conditions. When they encounter someone who can see them, they sometimes just want to talk or ask for help. I inherited my medium gift from my grandmother. But Katia, your grandmother also had extraordinary abilities, didn't she?
She could look at someone and say what was happening to them and what awaited them.
Strangely, when Katia's grandmother was dying, she asked to bring her granddaughter.
She really wanted to hold Katia's hand.
In this way, your grandmother wanted to pass her gift to you. But she did it later. I see you as a baby in a cradle, and above it leans the spirit of your grandmother. She touches your head and says, "I will always be with you." I finally understood who had been interfering with us from the very beginning of the investigation, who knocked the pen out of my hand, blew out the candles, and kept leading us astray.
It was the spirit of Katia's grandmother. She serves higher powers. Her task is to protect and guard her gifted granddaughter until she learns to control her gift. We need to return home to wrap this up.
will give you a protective charm. It will guard you until you learn to protect yourself. We need a calmer atmosphere to explain something important to you, Katia. I want to tell you that the main thing right now is not to be afraid of spirits or any other manifestations of your gift. The superpowers is a huge responsibility. Listen to yourself and you'll understand everything. The main thing is to act with kindness and love in your heart.
A story that makes your blood run cold. Who and why took the life of a pregnant woman? The ghost of a little girl will tell the truth. This story is about a supernatural force that has been haunting an ordinary family from Ukraine's Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. It all began after funeral wreaths mysteriously appeared at their home's gate.
The gate opens, and Vitaly, my brother, comes into the yard running with scared eyes. "Why are the wreaths at the gate?" he asked. It was a shock. There was a round wreath over here with flowers and a black ribbon, and a basket of flowers. It was next to it. It was horrible because you don't find such things at your gate every day.
Ola asked her neighbors, but nobody had seen who had brought the wreaths or when it happened. The woman didn't know what to think since the family had no enemies, and they'd never even quarreled with anybody.
My husband burned the wreaths. He grabbed them with a pitchfork and took them to the fire.
Ever since, the family's life has turned upside down.
I never believed in all those mysteries, but what began after that, this is horrific.
Doors began opening themselves in the house, and a window pane cracked and broke itself. And at night, there's a scary moan coming from the backyard that makes the blood run cold. But what's worst of all is that the family members feel they're being watched constantly.
I had this eerie feeling in the backyard, as if someone were watching me. And the dog, howling every night. There's this howling.
When I woke up, I heard footsteps, like someone was walking around the house.
My husband works at the plant bakery, and he delivers bread at night. He's not home at night. When my daughter falls asleep, she then wakes up, calling me and asking if I heard someone walk in the house.
A tragedy almost happened one night. When the mother entered her daughter's room to kiss her goodnight, the heavy chandelier fell from the ceiling and crashed next to the girl's bed.
It was so close that it could have killed Natalia.
The next morning, the mother couldn't wake her daughter.
She slept for 24 hours without waking up. I poured cold water on her and slapped her on the cheeks to wake her up, but she didn't react. When I took her hand, it was cold. Her temperature was 35.5.
The doctors hardly brought the girl back to her senses. The checkup revealed that she had absolutely no health issues. Therefore, the medics assumed she'd been in a pre-coma condition as a result of the shock she'd endured the other day. Desperate, the mother called the psychics.
I really want them to come and help us. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm afraid of losing my children. My children are everything to me.
Our project's regular experts and the best psychics in the Ukrainian nation, Zhana Shulakova and Rubina Tsibulska, agreed to help the family.
Last night I was preparing for the meeting with Olha when I saw my late mother in a dream. I don't know why, but she was with a girl of about 10. I saw a scar on her neck.
Could that girl be somehow connected to Olha?
I don't know. I'd never seen her before.
What if one of the wreaths was from that girl's tomb? Could it be that this is how her spirit was bound to Olha's house?
That girl was strange. Cold emanated from her like she was dead. But she looked alive. My mom said, "We must help her." But I don't know how I could do it.
Mad love that led to a murder is to blame.
The mirror shows me a hole in the ground, although it's not a grave, and there's a woman in it. She's young and beautiful, like her feet are tied up. She holds her hands like this in fear. She's wearing a blue necklace. I see some woman take this necklace off her on. No way. This is Ola who's doing it.
Are you sure it's Olha? And who is this woman with the necklace?
I don't know. The image has vanished.
The cards say the young woman is dead. She was pregnant and she was buried alive.
Dear Lord.
After a while, the psychics are on site in the village where the woman lives.
I beg you to help me. Please help. Some new wreaths appeared here after that. I love my children. Please help me. Please.
Olha, we will do everything we can. Funeral wreaths look like a jinx a lot.
Tell me, please, who could benefit from doing it?
It's quite possible the person who did it bound a spirit that's haunting you to your house.
Can we work in the backyard?
Of course. Come in, please.
All of a sudden, I heard a child's voice calling out quietly, "Mom." But at that moment, Jana distracted me.
Give me a chair.
Jana, what is that?
I don't know.
What's this?
A snake's skin.
Oh my god. Do you have a napkin? A snake skin. I can't believe it. Who could leave it here?
I don't know. I swear, I don't know.
Is it some kind of jinx?
It's an attribute for a ritual. Has anybody held a ritual here? It was done by someone with magic abilities.
It's a man. He's young, about your age. He's somehow connected to this house.
Alexei. People always said he looked like a shaman. People said he practiced black magic. He went somewhere. We bought the house from his father.
Could he conduct a black ritual with this snake skin before he left?
The ritual isn't black, no. It's like he was trying to use it to protect the house. But I see the wreaths are connected with this young man.
I see that 2 sisters asked him to help them. They asked him to save them from grave danger. He did everything he could, but it wasn't enough. Eventually, death returned to their home, and then the women thought he'd fooled them. These women brought wreaths from the graves of their deceased relatives. They did it as revenge on him. But the sisters didn't know he didn't live here anymore.
It was a load off my shoulders to learn they weren't brought here for me and my family.
The cards said there was no spirit bound to the wreaths.
Then, what kind of force has been haunting the house? And where has it come from, and why won't it leave the family alone?
I was shocked. How had the gate been opened? You have to apply strength to open it.
Mom, my mother's spirit is here. She's with the girl who has the scar on her neck again.
The moment the gate opened, there was a shadow behind it.
My mom says that the girl can't get out herself.
Who is that girl? Are you sure you don't know her?
My mom points at Yola. She says, "You know the child." The girl is 9 or 10. She has brown hair and dark eyes, and she's slim. And on her neck, there's a scar like from a knife.
I swear, I don't know who that girl is. I sincerely don't know.
It's strange. Both my mom's and the girl's spirits vanished.
All right. So, the force from the netherworld that's been haunting you has something to do with a murder caused by jealousy. Is anybody there? Did the sound come from here?
Yes, it did. I still don't understand what could have fallen there.
It was like somebody from beyond wanted to draw our attention to them. Then I suddenly saw a shadow. I followed it, and what I saw there was horrific. I saw somebody's body in the field.
Rubina, what is that?
I see a dead girl in the hole. She's very beautiful. She's 17, and oh my god, she was buried alive. Hola, I see you bent over her. What did you do to her?
We unearthed her.
What do you mean?
My husband decided to plant grapevines, so he hired a young man named Bryce. He was supposed to make holes to plant the vines. I was in the house while they were working outside. Then my husband comes in and says, "Here, take a look." And there's a skull in his hand.
But there's not only the skull, but the whole skeleton.
Yes, we found a woman's body. She had a necklace on her neck.
The mirror showed me this woman before the investigation. She had her legs tied and was holding her hands like this, in terror.
This is precisely how she was lying. Her legs were tied with a wire up to her knee.
I saw her lying in a crystal casket.
She was under a layer of shattered glass. I immediately called the police and told them everything. When our local policeman arrived, he simply looked at it and said it was ancient, and we had to call a priest.
It's hard to even think of it. So he told you to do whatever you wished to the body.
I'm shocked.
What did you do with the bones?
We called a priest and buried her.
Could this woman be the spirit haunting your family? I've had a case in my practice where a woman found a man's skeleton in her backyard. It turned out to be the former owner of the house. They disturbed him, and he began doing everything to make the family leave his property. Jana, that young woman indeed lived here.
The mirror shows her house was over there. There used to be a great homestead here. And the young beauty was from a rich family.
A rich, wealthy man lived there. He had 2 daughters.
It looks like before she died, this woman was running away from somebody. Somebody wanted to kill her because of love and a baby she was supposed to give birth to. She was pregnant when she was killed. Where did you bury her?
Where the priest showed us. In the woods. Over there.
Why not at a cemetery?
The priest forbade. He said it was possible she'd committed suicide.
Suicide with the legs tied. Buried alive under shattered glass, and how could she bury herself?
Who could kill a young pregnant woman?
Someone she didn't love. She was supposed to marry another man.
The one her parents had chosen, you see.
But she fell in love with another man. And she got pregnant.
That man was poor. Here's the card of poverty. It was forbidden love.
Yes, yes. My grandma told me her parents didn't want it.
And soon she disappeared.
Yes. But Grandma didn't know where she could have gone.
The father killed his own daughter.
But I don't think it's her who's bothering you.
She's grateful because you helped her find peace.
Yes, the priest gave a funeral service.
You did the best you could for her. She's deeply grateful.
In my vision, I saw you take off her necklace.
She had a bead necklace of a tenderly blue, turquoise color. We collected all the beads and put them all in.
In the grave?
Yes, yes.
Do you hear the steps? Look. This girl, she's here.
Is it this spirit from the grave?
Yes.
She's calling it.
Does she want to help?
Let's go. The woman has stopped at a house. She said the ghost that's haunting Olha came from here. Then she vanished.
Whose house is this? It doesn't look to be habitable.
Oh my god. I see some really terrible things in the mirror. It's showing me a young woman of about 20. She lived in this house and she was brutally murdered.
She was stabbed with a knife many times.
Yes, she was killed.
She's not related to you, but you, Ola, treated her like family.
Yes.
Who is she?
Tatiana.
Tatiana was the sister of Olha's first husband, whom Olha divorced many years ago. She was friends with his sister. In 2009, Tatiana was brutally murdered. It happened at night in her own house. She suffered over 70 stab wounds. She was 21.
Hold on. I feel a double heartbeat. Was she murdered while she was pregnant?
Yes. She was in her 7th month. It wasn't just shock, it was a nightmare.
Tatiana was murdered after midnight. Her husband was traveling on business. Her mother, who lives nearby, found her body in the morning. She came to bring her pregnant daughter milk.
Everything was covered in blood. I screamed. I saw nothing but it.
The mirror shows me a good-looking young woman. Fair hair, blue eyes. She looks like an angel. It was she who murdered Tatiana.
She's in prison. She's fair-haired and blue-eyed.
Inna used to live in the same village with a little daughter and a husband. The woman looked very youthful and sweet. Nobody could believe she could do something like that.
The cards tell me she did it out of jealousy.
Rumors said Inna was jealous of her husband's interest in Tatiana.
But I don't feel there was something between Tatiana and Inna's husband. But something connected them, though it wasn't an affair.
A job.
Before Tatiana got pregnant, she'd worked in an engineering brigade, where Inna's husband also worked.
The cards told me Inna was aggressive and cruel, and her childhood was to blame. She didn't have the love and care of her parents, so she feared she would lose the only person she loved, her husband. I felt the presence of somebody who loved Tatiana a lot and blamed themselves for her death.
Over there.
Come over here, please.
I'm her sister, Anastasia.
Why do you feel guilty?
Because I didn't stay with her.
Anastasia helped her sister and often stayed to spend a night with her. She thinks that if she'd been around that night, Tatiana could be still alive.
How old were you when it happened?
I was 17.
Do you really believe you could have defended her? Do you realize you die together with her? Don't blame yourself, never. To find out if it's Tetjane's spirit haunting Olha, I decided to tune to her through her sister. It's not Tatiana. Tatiana doesn't haunt Olha.
My mom returned again. The scarred girl is with her. The girl says, "My name is Maya."
Maya.
This is her spirit that's haunting you, Ola.
Maya.
It seems the victim's sister, unlike Olha, knows who it might be.
She wanted to name her daughter Maya. Maya.
It turns out Tatiana was pregnant with a girl and had already chosen this beautiful name for her.
The girl looks like she's 9 or 10 years old.
Wait, how long ago was this murder? At 10, right?
Yes, 10 years ago.
Why does she keep coming?
God, it's so terrible. The belly is cut. The belly is cut. She stabs the baby like, oh my God.
This is horrible. Oh God. This is why I see the scar on the spirit's neck.
She was murdered before she even had a chance to be born. Do you see it? Her first breath became the last one. It was a huge shock for the baby.
The souls of people who experienced great shock at the moment of death may stay in our world. This is exactly what happened to this girl.
She's walking around looking for her mom. It was she who's been haunting your house.
I felt it. A swallow flew into the house several times.
It was a child's innocent soul.
The spirit of the murdered girl has come to Olhe. She was giving the signs, so her presence would be felt.
Yes, I occasionally heard the word mom, like someone was calling.
She's simply looking for her mother. The child doesn't know her mother is in the other world. Unfortunately, this dead girl is the source of the danger, though she's doing it unwillingly.
She brings dead energy with her.
Help me, please. I fear for my children, not for myself.
We must help the child find her mother.
Мама, я в командарик. У Модина манго.
The girl's spirit is here. Tell her she must go. She'll hear you and she'll listen to you.
Maya, please, stay with your mother. And let me go, please. Give me peace. Baby, I'm not your mother.
I saw little Maya and my mother vanish. They both left, the girl and my mother.
Maya is going to be all right. She'll be with her mom and they're happy to be together.
I'm so grateful to you, I swear. We all feel a great relief. Thank you so much.
A horrific crime committed by a jealous woman ruined so many lives, and its consequences, as a mysterious black hole, began ruining the lives of absolutely innocent people. Mysterious tale of the most brutal female killer of all time. Is she really threatening to take people to the other world, even after her death? Don't miss out. A dead woman's spirit will come to say what she wants from the living. In this episode, Renata Stiefel, a young singer from the Transcarpathia, approached the psychics, asking them for help. Recently, the young woman's life has become hell, and it all started with the nightmare Renata had a few months ago.
I saw a white woman holding her hands like this.
When she woke up in the morning, the singer found she lost her voice. She couldn't speak, let alone sing.
It was the day of the Eurovision National Selection Final. I had to appear on stage and sing really well. I was given some very powerful injections, so I could sing at least somehow.
Since then, terrible things have been happening to Girl all the time.
I was performing at a large concert hall, and in the middle of a song, a large projector fell next to me. It was a big thing of about 20 kilograms. If I had been one step to the right from where I was standing, it would have killed me.
As the time passed, the things grew even worse. A few days later, she was hit by a motorcycle.
I was crossing the road at a crossing and feeling something hit my legs, and that was it. Then I fainted.
Before every incident that puts her life in danger, Renata sees the same nightmare with the woman in white holding to her throat.
I want to ask the psychics to help me understand what is going on with me and why every time I have this dream, I always find myself in danger.
The strongest psychics of our project, Yaroslava Fedorova and Rubina Cibulska, answered Renata's call for help.
My grandpa's spirit visited me last night. He said something completely weird. First, he told me the dog wasn't what it seemed to be. Then he said, "Look for the mirror circle." But worst of all, he said was, "If you blame the innocent, wait for stones from the sky."
The psychics go to see Renata to try to make sense of it.
Come in, please.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm really happy to see you here. I'm always having the same dream, after which I either can't sing or find myself in dangerous situations.
Renata, behind you I see something like
a sphere. Energy in the shape of a sphere. And it's transforming all the time.
Is it something bad?
Spirits may come in various shapes, as translucent silhouettes, spheres, fog, or any other forms.
Renata takes the psychics to her bedroom so they can tune in.
Oh, children's toys.
Yes. My fans give me toys as presents.
All right. And what is this?
A young woman gave it to me after a concert.
Give me the dog. Do you have scissors?
Why?
I don't like what's inside it. It's something bad. What did my grandpa say? The dog isn't what it seems to be. Wow, what a surprise.
What is this?
A needle and a thread.
a charm.
How could she? I slept next to this toy.
You take a needle and a thread and bury it in a grave for 10 days. Then you hide it in somebody's possession to take away their health and strength.
Could this charm be responsible for the things that are happening to Renata?
We've got to get rid of it.
Let's go burn it.
Something holds me here.
Rubina Cybulska checks Renata's bedroom with her magic mirror. But it suddenly slips out of her hands and shatters.
Yaroslava, over here, quick.
What is this?
When I started checking it with the mirror, it broke. That woman's spirit. She extended her hands towards me. I thought she was going to strangle me, but she pointed at something.
Where?
This corner.
What's this?
An ordinary disc with a record of me and my friends riding motorcycles.
A mirror circle. That's what Grandpa told me last night. Look for the mirror circle. Put it on, please.
Look, here, it's behind her. Look, this is the woman.
There is really a translucent silhouette in Renata's video.
It can't be. I really see a woman's image in the sunbeams.
Wait, where was it? Where is this place?
It's a 5-minute drive from here.
Let's go there.
The video in which the psychics saw the strange silhouette was filmed in the village of Novitsky.
This is it. It's the place from the video.
I see a young man who died. He lost control of his car.
The locals see the psychics and gather in the street.
And a dead woman with children.
There was a woman who died with her children.
2 children.
Yes, yes.
I see the child here.
Yes, yes.
A car hits him.
My son was killed too. He was 5.
There were lots of accidents here.
4 young fellows crashed in a car there. Their heads got torn off.
The investigation brought the psychics to the highway of death. So many accidents on the same site.
There could be 2-3 accidents within a single month. One day, 5 people died at once. They had terrible fractures of their legs and skulls.
Whenever 2 cars collided, there were always 2-3 bodies.
Look at this road. No potholes. The marking is clear. Then what could be the cause of so many accidents?
Those people always saw something. You know, it feels like when a person drives, they see a sort of glint or flash. I was sure it was the same spirit as we saw in the video next to Renata.
A driver said that he felt something grab the steering wheel while he was driving. Something grabs the wheel.
And some shadows cross the road. They can distract drivers suddenly.
We were also going to contact you.
There was another question. Whose spirit was that, and what did it want?
Female energy. Renata, tell me, please, where did you see this woman?
It turned out that Renata first had the nightmare about the woman in white at the nearby hotel, where she and her parents stayed while their house was being renovated.
Then we stayed at the hotel.
The locals go there with the clairvoyants.
I feel the presence of the energy that we saw in your yard.
The hotel owner saw the crowd and our crew and went outside.
My name's Roman. Welcome.
I feel the connection with this spirit.
We had guests who took pictures in our yard. And when they returned for another vacation later, they showed us the photos, and there were silhouettes, like angels in them.
It turned out that the locals witness paranormal phenomena in the area quite often.
Does this mean that anybody who sees it is in danger?
A famous actress stayed at our hotel. She was visiting on a tour. She said she saw a big-eyed young woman bricked up in the wall of the hotel.
Anybody who sees her is in danger. They die suddenly or commit suicide.
The locals claim many people committed suicide here, and they killed themselves without any obvious reasons.
4 people hung themselves within a single year. It is insane.
My neighbor said her husband saw some lights and went into the woods after them. He said he was after the lights, but then he was found hung in the woods.
I was sure it was the same spirit that was haunting Renata. It caused all those terrible car crashes and suicides. It's over there. I'm being told it's over there.
There's a junction there. One way leads to the woods and the other to the castle. In the woods.
As it turned out, there's a place called the Novitsky Castle several kilometers from here. It was built in the 13th century, and now it's partially ruined. The locals believe that all the strange things that have been happening here are connected to it.
I saw it over the castle, but at first I didn't get what it was. I got scared because it looked like an angel with its wings spread. It was a snow-white shadow that was flying in circles over the castle, and then it disappeared.
It belonged to Elizabeth Bathory. Have you heard of her? She was nicknamed the Blood Countess. If I'm not wrong, she's listed in the Guinness World Records as the most cruel woman in the world. She's said to have about 650 victims.
According to historical records, Elizabeth, whose Hungarian name was Erzsébet, came from the noble Bathory family, related to a Polish king.
Elizabeth Bathory's family owned about a third of all the lands of the then Kingdom of Hungary, including the area in the modern-day Transcarpathia, where the Nowitzki Castle stands.
After losing her husband, the woman was said to have become a serial killer.
Cruel execution of virgins from noble families are attributed to her. It's said that, on some of Sorceress's recommendation, she took blood baths to save her youth and beauty.
There are many films about Elizabeth Bathory. But what does the Blood Countess want from the locals?
We've got to drive her out of here or she'll bring more deaths.
I have a feeling that somebody's watching us from over there.
I feel the presence of a female spirit. She's watching and she's following us.
I'll recite the prayer over the salt and make a circle, and you close it. And I'll need candles.
It won't burn.
It refuses to. Do you see? Every time the wind blows.
You look at that.
It's terrifying. Stones started falling from the tower right on the heads of the psychics, the crew, and the locals. But these walls have been here for centuries, and crowds of tourists and locals visit the place every day. Nothing like that has ever happened here before. Can it be related to what the psychics were trying to do?
At that moment, I simply prayed nobody would be killed with a stone. It seemed a half of the wall collapsed.
We were shocked. I had so much fear for myself, Rubina, and the people. There were children there.
Did you see it? What is this? She's unhappy. Wait up, there's something strange here. Do you see her?
I don't see her, but I hear her. But I don't get what she's saying. Minden. Minden Hazuksak.
Is it some foreign language?
Yes, it's most probably Hungarian.
Does anybody here speak Hungarian?
Minden Hazuksak.
It's lies.
It's all lies. It's all lies.
Nobody understands what it could mean. What is the spirit of the woman guilty of hundreds of deaths trying to say?
While she had a husband, she was protected, but there was a man who hated her husband. The man held a higher title. He was probably a king, and so he told her, "Your husband is gone, and a woman can't rule so many lands. You will either give me part of them or marry another man." And she was shown the man she was supposed to marry, but she refused.
Wait up. Does it mean somebody wanted to deprive this woman of her land and castle?
The man was very rich. To take away her land and everything she had, he collected all the rumors and gossip from all around her lands. He was trying to convince everyone she was a killer, a sadist, a butcher.
This is why she told you. It's all lies. These lies are several centuries old. She's been labeled a killer for so many years. But it's not true.
How is it even possible? For centuries, everybody has thought of Countess Elizabeth Bathory as a cold-blooded killer.
And as a result, she was convicted and sentenced. I see a sort of stone sack.
We studied historical records and spoke to researchers who specialize in this topic until we finally found a man who studied the history of the Nowitzki castle all his life. He thinks Elizabeth Bathory was accused and sentenced for no reason.
She was locked, bricked up in one of the towers of the Chaktiche castle. She was delivered food through a small window. She spent 2 years imprisoned. Witnesses claim she lost her mind and sang and howled at nights. Just imagine being locked up in a tiny room where you can't communicate with other people.
Modern historians still study the materials of Elizabeth Bathory's trial. One of the latest theories suggests that the evidence presented against the Countess was unsubstantiated.
You can't bathe in blood, especially in a bathtub. Everybody knows blood thickens and can't be stored for a long time. That is, such baths couldn't simply exist.
Elizabeth Bathory died in misery, to which she was condemned by her relative, Count Thurzo, who was the man who wanted to take her lands.
Count Thurzo was in charge of the trial and investigation of Elizabeth Bathory's alleged crimes. He was also the primary witness. After Elizabeth Bathory died, he inherited part of her lands.
Do you remember the words, "If you blame the innocent, wait for stones from the sky"? Many years ago, people blamed and sentenced the innocent woman, and these huge stones and other manifestations. She didn't want to kill anybody. She only wanted people to pay attention to her. She wanted to restore her good name.
It's incredible, but we found that paranormal phenomena also occur around the Chaktiche castle in Slovakia, which also belonged to Elizabeth Bathory.
After she died, she was buried at the castle wall. People say you can still hear piteous groans and horrific, wild female laughter there at night. Somebody cries and howls at nights in the castle, and burning fire can be seen through the windows. During the day, black cats walk inside it.
We need to release her and close the place with a circle. We need to connect the people and recite a prayer. Close your eyes and say the prayer for her. And bring a priest to consecrate this place.
I'm deeply grateful to the psychics for helping me sort it all out and understanding and feeling the stories of all the people of this village. Thank God we ruined the myth tonight.
It's unbelievable. A woman was thrown to a dungeon and condemned to a terrible death because of defamation. For many centuries, she was believed to be a killer, when in reality, she was a victim who only wished one thing: justice. Ghosts are trying to take a child to a cemetery. Why is an otherworldly force taking possession of the little girl and pushing her towards a deadly danger? Don't miss out. To save their child, the girl's parents will share a terrifying secret. A 32-year-old medical nurse from Ukraine has approached the psychics. Halina Rybak has got no tears left, and she lives in constant fear because some kind of evil entity is trying to take her daughter to the other world.
Emma is the sense of my life, and I won't take it if something happens to her.
Halina and her husband, Volodymyr, have 2 daughters, Maria, who is 13, and 4-year-old Emma, but terrible, unknown things have been happening to their younger daughter recently.
I see a man and a woman. I feel scared.
One day we were sitting watching TV when Emma said, "Mom, look, there's somebody there." She pointed her finger to the corner of the room, but I saw nobody.
I asked her, "What do you see?" And she said, "There's a man in the corner, but I saw nobody when I looked that way."
And then the dog jumped up and started crawling backwards, looking up and barking, as if she was afraid of something.
Every time after Emma sees the silhouette, terrible things happen to her.
She starts screaming, and I have a feeling like she doesn't see me. She scratches her face, sometimes leaving bloody marks, and tears out her hair. When I put her in the bed next to me one night, I saw a shadow of an adult person behind her. I felt cold. I was scared and felt cold pinching my skin.
Our crew installed hypersensitive cameras in the Rybak's house, and we saw some really shocking things in the video that are impossible to explain logically.
Stop, stop, stop.
What?
No way. What was it?
A shadow passed by. Wow, if something like that was happening at my home, I'd also call the psychics.
Watch this. Something transparent is moving through the room. But what is this? Is it the thing that possesses the family's younger daughter, trying to kill her? Emma's mom says that her daughter almost killed herself recently.
I entered the room and found her sitting on this couch, right here, holding scissors in her hands. We always keep the scissors here, on the wardrobe. I don't know how she climbed there and how she took them. She was trying to cut her hands, and she wasn't answering me. Her eyes were glassy.
If the mother had come in a minute later, there would have been a tragedy. However, the woman couldn't even imagine that the worst was yet to come.
I woke up at about 2 in the morning and saw Emma wasn't here. I thought she must be somewhere in the house. I checked the kitchen, but she wasn't there, nor did I find her in the other room. And then I saw that the front door was open.
Helena's heart almost stopped. Her daughter was missing. The woman was sure she'd locked the front door and hidden the key on the high shelf, as she always did.
There was no chair or a stool next to it. There was no chance she would reach the key.
Nobody could open the door apart from the girl herself. Helena's husband was working abroad at that time, and her elder daughter was at her grandma's.
I went out and started shouting out, calling for Emma.
The mother searched the entire yard, but didn't find Emma anywhere. She checked there and the neighboring streets, and was going to call people for help when she heard her 2 dogs barking in the cemetery, which is 200 meters from her house. Helena immediately rushed there.
Running there, I saw a little figure. The dogs were barking there. This is how I knew my daughter Emma was there.
When the mother found Emma standing on a grave, utter terror shrouded the woman.
How could a little child, who wasn't even 4 back then, cover such a distance? And why the cemetery? What could attract her there?
After that, Emma was found at the cemetery several more times. Her parents are desperate. They think an otherworldly force is trying to take away their little daughter.
I'm asking the psychics to help me sort it all out.
Two experienced participants of the project, Yaroslava Fedorova and Olga Kalinova, undertake the case.
I had a strange vision. Emma entered her house, and there were a man and a woman she didn't know there. The girl asked them, "Where are my mom and dad?" And they told her, "We are your parents now." The girl tried to escape, but the house had no doors or windows.
I had a vision too. I saw a woman behind Emma, and something sharp glistered in her hands. She raised her hand and disappeared immediately. I didn't have a chance to see her face.
I recall something else. Last night, my grandmother visited me in my dream, and she said something odd. She who runs metal is not the killer.
Helena and her daughter's godmother, Natalia, are waiting for the psychics. The Reeboks' relatives and neighbors are there in front of their house.
Hello?
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 Something weird is happening to my daughter Emma.
Olga, what did you see?
It's not about Emma. I need to see the girl. Is she inside?
I'd like to check here.
These are my daughters Emma and Maria.
Come over here, darling. I feel danger coming from this stove. The girl shouldn't approach it.
I fell. I almost fell in the stove.
This is horrifying. On the eve of the psychic's arrival, Emma almost burned terribly after something pushed her towards the hot stove.
Maria and I caught her at the last moment.
Yes.
Did you see anybody before it happened?
I see a man and a woman.
Where did you see them? Over there? I had another vision. I saw a woman. She was doing something at the stove from which the danger to Emma emanates. Is it possible she wants to take away the girl and is making her go to the cemetery at night? But why? And who is this woman? It's strange, but I don't feel the presence of any otherworldly things.
Meanwhile, Yaroslava Fedorova is working in the yard. Natalia, the girl's godmother, is with her. The woman is terribly worried about little Emma.
Is it possible that there's some kind of curse put on the family?
It's incredible. A bucket falls in the well all of a sudden. What could this possibly mean?
Hush. There's a spirit here. It's a dead girl, you see.
My God.
She's calling her mom, and her mom is over there.
Among the people?
A girl spirit. She's little, fair-haired, and she's of the same age as Emma. She says she's your daughter.
This woman is here because she understands Helena's fears better than anybody else. She knows what it means to lose your child.
It turned out that the woman had lost her daughter. It happened the same year Emma was born. What was her name?
Ivanka.
How old was she when she died?
4.5.
Just like our Emma.
Why did she die?
Measles.
The girl was recovering when her condition rapidly deteriorated. Her throat swelled and she choked. But what does Ivanka's death have to do with what is going on to Emma?
Olga. The girl's spirit is here. She's here. Emma was born when this girl died.
Is it her spirit that's trying to take away Emma?
She says, when we play, they don't touch her. Does Emma see the girl in the house?
Yes.
Helena says that Emma indeed told her about an imaginary friend she had.
She talked to her.
Your Ivanka visits Emma because she doesn't want something bad to happen to her.
But who is she trying to protect Emma from?
The girl says, they're in the house, but they're underground. Ivanka's spirit gave us a hint. My God, again. What is this?
What is this rumble? Nobody understands where it's coming from.
Is it another spirit?
My God.
A man. He's about 40.
He's tall and dark-haired. He also chalked.
Looks like my father, Mikhailo, who committed suicide. He hung himself.
He said, she is the cause, and then he disappeared. But who did he mean? We needed to talk to his spirit. Where did he do it?
At the place where I used to live.
The psychics are in the yard of Helena's parents' house, where her mother Maria lives, and where her father killed himself.
Maria, Your husband's spirit is here. He says he's mad at you because Helena isn't actually his daughter. He says this was the reason he committed suicide.
I had a lover, and I gave birth to her after I got pregnant from him.
Maria, he blames you for his death.
He did it on purpose to spoil some celebration for you.
His funeral was on my birthday.
The man hung himself on the eve of his wife's jubilee. It was her 40th anniversary. Is it possible that his spirit is trying to take Emma away to hurt his unfaithful wife?
But your husband died long ago. It's been a long time. If he really wished to avenge, he wouldn't have waited for so long.
Your father isn't doing it.
Wait. I see he's gotten his revenge on you.
Do you know what he said? He said he'd come to you with a knife. And my lover indeed tried to kill me with a knife.
Maria's husband's prophecy came true. The woman's lover attacked her with a knife. It was the end of their relationship.
What was the thing that you did that your late husband didn't like and you keep doing it?
Nothing wrong.
You practice magic.
Yes. He didn't like it.
You work with something solid.
Tin.
It turned out that Maria ran tin to eradicate negative energy, like curses and hexes.
I don't do anything bad. I want to die peacefully.
Yes, and your assistant? Who helps you do it?
Somebody small and black, with horns and a tail.
Probably.
A demon whispers to her what to do, and such things never end well. Is it possible that this is her assistant who's harming Emma? He played with all your children, and your children saw him.
As a child, something invisible sat on my chest and pressed it so that I could not breathe.
It might be my mistake.
Maria swore she attended a church to repent of her sins and confess. And then I recalled the words of my late grandmother I heard from her before the investigation. She who runs metal is not a killer. Maria runs tin.
She can't be the reason of the things that are happening to Emma.
I love my mom. She doesn't wish anything bad to anybody.
The girl, Ivanka, is walking here. She says, don't look on the ground. Look underground.
Something attracts Emma to the grave. We need to see the cemetery.
The psychics head for the cemetery, where little Emma went at night. The girl's father, who has finished his work, joins them there.
I found Emma on this grave.
Who's buried here?
Yevhen and Magda, the former owners of the house where we live.
It's unbelievable. These the spirits of the previous owners of the house who are taking Emma to the cemetery? But why? Helena and Volodymyr bought the house after the couple died, and they never did anything bad to those elderly people.
Let me try to talk to them.
I again had a vision in which the man and the woman told Emma they were her new parents. The girl tried to flee, but the house had no doors or windows. And then I saw that the house was actually a coffin, and those people said it would be better for the girl to be with them. But why? They're here. They're nice old people. Their spirits are not evil.
She says, I had no children. I want to take Emma. I will love her, and she will be my daughter, because it's warm and calm here. They say the girl will be better off at the cemetery than at home. Why?
Could it be because of the scandals?
These are not scandals. Demons live in your home.
What did you do with these hands in front of your children? Did you beat your wife?
Yes, it really happened.
Emma said immediately, "Don't shout, Dad. Don't beat Mom."
He's always troublesome when drunk. It feels like he's obsessed with a demon in those moments. He becomes somebody else. He didn't drink last year, but sometimes he drinks. All I have to do is wait until it's over. I hide in the yard.
At that moment, like yesterday, I again saw a woman behind Emma, and something sharp was shining in her hands. It was something like a weapon. Did you try to kill him with an axe?
Yes, I did.
Did you attack his head?
At that moment, I was really ready to kill him without a second thought. His reaction saved him. He covered his head with his arm, and I hit him in the arm.
I'm speechless.
It was self-defense.
Self-defense? What did he attack you with? A log?
A log and fists.
It's something unimaginable. Volodymyr beats his wife, and she tries to kill him with an axe.
Why won't you end this nightmare? Why won't you leave your husband? Why should your children watch it?
Because of love. I love this man, and I believe he will change. He's probably controlled by something.
What? Vodka? In the morning, while Olga was working with Halina, she felt something was wrong with this woman.
I felt her bleeding. What was it?
She was pregnant. I beat her. She had a miscarriage.
My nose was broken, and I had a concussion. I spent 10 days in the hospital, and I was treated and let go.
This man almost beat his pregnant wife to death and killed his own unborn baby. This is insane.
Why did you do it?
For what?
We were both drunk. She and I.
What a shocking revelation. Did Halina get drunk with her husband and start a fight when she was pregnant?
My goodness! The children live in a family where both father and mother drink. The people buried here had everything to be happy, except children. And you have the children. You're ruining your children's lives. You are causing psychological harm to them.
I really sometimes vent my fury on the children.
Emma lives in the energy of this house, where all these things happen. Death is following your daughter.
How can we help her? What do we have to do?
This is not some people's or spirits' fault. These two old people want to take her, your younger daughter, to stay with them. And they wouldn't mind taking the older girl too. I'm sure she sees them, but she's simply scared to tell you.
You turned your children's life into hell. You are ruining them. You must repent now on this place where your daughter keeps coming. You must kneel before these graves.
I'm not going to kneel.
Running away from responsibility. A real man's choice.
I want peace of mind. I want to go to sleep, knowing Emma is not going to cry. And he's not going to beat me.
My darling, you only have one option. You either provide a normal life for them, or you put them down there because these people will come and take them. Do you understand?
I apologize to Magda and Yevhen and my daughters Maria and Emma. Forgive me for everything. I promise to keep our house calm and peaceful. I'll do everything to make my children proud of their mom and ensure they don't see the fights and scandals and no alcohol at home. I promise to give them love.
Repent and pray at home in front of an icon. And I'll put a candle for your family at the church, so your family will resurrect.
Thank you for letting me know my fault. I promise to do everything possible to have the forgiveness of Maria and Emma.
We had lots of adventures today. Sorry, but we'd better go.
Unfortunately, there are quite a few families in which hatred and cruelty prevail, but the psychics leave the village with the hope that Helena and her husband will pull themselves together and make a choice in favor of their children's well-being.